and I'm 17 years old. I guess the name must have worked pretty well because I'm a good girl. I go to school every day, get good grades, and I don't party like a lot of kids my age do. I figure after I get accepted to a good college because of my good grades, I can live it up and be an adult a bit. Just one more year and I'll be applying to all my top choices. My parents have made sure to give me a pretty cushy life. I volunteer a lot for my resume, but I don't have to work. They provide everything for me and don't expect much in return. They're really pretty great. We live in a quiet suburban community with uniform houses and yards. I've lived here my whole life, but lately I've started to suspect something weird about one of my neighbors. All of them have lived in the neighborhood a long time. We all have parties together and know each other pretty well. We have a teacher living next to us on one side and a police officer on the other side, so we're thankful to have such a tight-knit community. The strangeness in the neighborhood surrounds Ms. Peterson's house. She's the teacher who lives next door. About a month or so ago, I noticed some classmates going to her house. I specifically noticed 3 of them that I recognized from school, and a couple I didn't. They go inside for short periods of time and then come out and leave. I have Ms. Peterson for math and have recognized some of the students entering and exiting her house as my classmates. At first, I thought she could be tutoring them, but they are known to be the worst students in my class. Being at the teacher's house 2 to 3 days a week would mean better grades for a month or so, wouldn't it? I watched her house to find out what was going on. Figuring it out consumed me, and I was stuck to my window just watching. I saw some kids come with a friend who would wait in the car, and I timed their visits to be no more than about 15 minutes. Then I noticed that the students were leaving her house with packages, some of them large and some of them small. Some of the students brought their backpacks and shoved the package in as they left her house, and others just carried it to their car. I became almost positive Ms. Peterson was selling drugs. I couldn't think of any other reason for the behavior, short visits, and the packages. The next day in class, Byron, the class clown and straight F student, approached her desk and talked to her like none of the rest of us were even there. It was so casual.
Hey, I really need some more of that stuff tonight. I used everything you gave me already.
Byron looked at the ground, seemingly ashamed of using all of whatever Ms. Peterson had given him. She smiled sweetly at him. Come to my house tonight and I'll give you twice as much. That should get you through a little longer. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My teacher just told Byron she was going to give him drugs, twice as much, at her house tonight. I couldn't keep it in anymore. I ran up to her desk. Hey, I stammered. Ms. Peterson. Oh, she turned around to face me. Angie, what can I do for you? I heard about what you've been doing for Byron and the others, and I want in too. Can you give me some of the stuff Byron is getting? Of course. Come by tonight around 5 and I'll have it all ready for you. I nodded and went on with my day. I knew I was going to catch her. She was going to give me a package and I was going to report her to the police when I opened it to find drugs. I wondered what kind of drugs she was dealing. Maybe pills, weed, cocaine? I would soon find out.